New York is home to some of the world's greatest icons. The Empire State Building, hip-hop, NBA, world champions the Knicks, and now the music industry's newest superhero. Enter Joe Gallo.
Let's fucking go. The Warner
and Sam show.
I'll be honest, dude. After that Knicks game last night, I was barely able to like move my mouse around today.
Was at one point when wasn't it?
Dude, so I was at the DMB show last night, the Dave Matthews Band show. They moved the show up an hour so that people could go watch the game.
Yeah.
And dude, they came out right at 7. Dude, there were like "Let's Go Knicks" chants like in between like every song. Half the crowd is in Knicks jerseys. Dude, the show ends. There's like 8 minutes left in the second quarter. Friggin' everybody goes to all the bars, dude. The entire streets are just like filled. Dude, I'll say when things were bad, like people were like not down and out. Like people were like, yo, we're still in this, a lot of time left. Dude, it was the craziest, dude. Like, it's the craziest I've ever seen New York City, ever.
You know, that excites me so much because this is the energy America needs and the world needs. I think it's exciting because, like, I went to last time I was in New York, it was so down and depressed, and it was like just different energy. And with things like this can change a city. So that's fucking sick, man.
Yeah.
Like hearing all that, that's really cool. And it got me excited because I started watching basketball's big here, but not as big as like, let's say like rugby or something.
Yeah.
And now I've started to rewatch basketball. I'm like, I think I am a Knicks supporter now.
Let's go.
I am a Knicks supporter.
Let's go, dude. I'll tell you, dude, we're open for business, dude, on the bandwagon. Get on board, dude. I swear to God, dude, I've never in my, my hand was sore yesterday from walking around Midtown in a Knicks jersey, dude, just from high-fiving strangers. Yeah. Like, the opposite that happened in New York City is crazy, dude. You have, like, I mean, it's the craziest vibes I've ever seen, and I think people forget, dude, people, like, love trashing on New York, and they're like, you know, it's expensive, it's fucking shitty, I'll tell you this, dude. New York City is the cultural capital of the world. It's New York City and everywhere else. And then when New York is like doing shit, it's on a level that no other place could even wrap their brain around.
He's trying to get us to move to New York. See what he's doing?
I fucking love New York. You know I love New York.
You're
like,
obsessed
I
hard.
fucking love New York.
I know you do.
And it's like he took me to LA. LA is really nice. I went to LA and I was like,
Wait.
I
New York.
went to LA like, what the fuck is this shit?
LA was nice in 2009. We went back there 4 or 5 years later. I said, this is a shithole. What the fuck is going down here now? Maybe I have my blinders on. I don't know.
I couldn't. No, LA was just, I don't know. It was just like, what is this?
Yeah.
No, LA is soulless. New York is like, I'm telling you, it's like, when we're down 30 points, every other place is like, we're freaking done. Yeah. New York is a place where people go and they win at the highest level. They're doing it on the biggest stage, and everybody there is like, dude, we didn't come this far to come this far. And like, that's why I never bet against New York. We're gonna find a way, dude. You better fucking kill us when we're close to being dead. You better fucking kill us.
Well, let's say
we're not gonna go down easy.
Yeah. No, that's the America I know. That's America.
That's why I love New York. I've always loved New York.
Yeah, man. And who said New York? I mean, New York's expensive. Yeah, but have they been to London?
Yeah, I mean, listen, dude, New York is the greatest city on earth, and it literally, the Frank Sinatra lyric is true. If you can make it there, you can literally make it everywhere. It's the biggest.
Yeah.
There's nothing in the world that shows like the power of human spirit and success than New York.
Wow.
So that it's the most American shit out there. Is New York
shit out there. But no, New York is like when I was there. I went to all the diner. There's a what's it? The sandwich diner. It's got they do the
Is it Sal something?
I think so, and they do the bagels and the corned beef. I call it corned, is it corned beef that you guys call it?
There's a lot of places that do that.
Oh yeah,
it's quite a famous one.
Yeah,
I forgot what it's called.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan bigged it up, and I went there, and I was actually, this is quite cool. And it's got all the pictures.
Cats.
Yes, Cats. That's it. Cats.
Yeah,
that's it.
Well, dude, next time you're in the city, I'll give you like the more like on the low spots that are.
The
better.
reason it was cool, but the reason I didn't love it, is because it's hyped. When things are hyped, I don't like it. Like I'm same with music. You could tell me how great a band is, how great an artist is. I won't probably listen to them for 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
When all the hype's gone, and then I'll listen. And
I'm the same with TV series and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like,
and
no.
I do the same with movies too. When
I wait until the season's over and then I'll
Yeah, I'm the
like
same with
it,
movies.
yeah.
When they shit on movies,
Yeah.
I'll go back and watch it a few months later, and like, actually, no, this is fucking good.
Yeah, but I always say, always watch, like, even if a movie's great, if a movie's shit, always watch it, because then you can learn from it.
Yeah, how to not make shit.
Yeah. But there's always something that was good, though. Like, you can't have a completely shit movie that was, like, shit acting, shit.
Dude,
you know.
That's the name of the game, is like you got to take it for. I think a lot of people now, like culturally, is like it's like the flattening of opinions, where it's like, oh, this is because it's not like Citizen Kane, it's not good.
Yeah.
I mean, like, You, Me, and Dupree is not Citizen Kane, but it's one of my favorite movies. Owen Wilson is magical in it.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Is he I haven't seen that one. It's called Dupree.
Oh, You, Me, and Dupree. It's electric, dude. One of the most rewatched movies of all time, dude. That and Limitless.
Real? Okay, I'll watch that. I like Owen Wilson. I think he's pretty cool.
Oh, then, dude, this is him at his finest, dude.
Real?
Oh, for sure, dude.
Is he playing a funny guy or a serious guy?
Yeah, like kind of like a delinquent, kind of like failure to launch guy. Kevin Dillon.
Are you describing my life right now?
Yeah.
Kate Hudson, dude. It's a great feel-good movie. It's just a great
documentary on me.
a great feel-good flick, dude.
That's sick.
Yeah, I haven't watched that in years.
Oh, is that old? You say years like it's old.
Oh, it's old, dude. It's like came out probably like 2010 or something.
Yeah.
2010's old, apparently.
Oh, dude.
Well, we do have a 16-year-old.
We have a daughter turning 18.
Yeah, but I mean, that's when he,
Oh, yeah, true. He was born.
Yeah, so 16 years ago.
Fuck. I don't know. I feel like I'm 18 on the outside and 57 on the inside, like mentally. I feel old on the inside, but outside I feel younger.
I've always been old on the inside.
Oh, I'm like a dinosaur. I know. Sometimes I don't relate to a lot of shit that people are saying. Like, what? You know? So, in terms of like artists, what do you listen to right now?
Dude, it really depends on the mood. I feel like I'm like the most genre diverse dude ever, in the sense that like last night I was going to see Dave Matthews Band, who's like,
which by the way you worship, right?
That was my 70th time seeing them.
Oh wow, 70th.
70. Man, you're gonna hate me. I've never seen them live, but want to.
It's church, bro. It's like these guys. I mean, I swear to God, like, I'll tell you this, like, they have never, and I mean, like, it's basically been like an inspiration for like how I do business. But these are guys who it came up in the 90s during the grunge era, and completely sonically different at a time in like culturally as well. They were from Charlottesville, Virginia. They had a fiddle player, a saxophonist, a jazz drummer, Dave Matthews on guitar, who was from South Africa, it was like a complete melting pot sonically. And every label was like, what the fuck is this? This will never be successful.
They say that
They say that to every successful person.
Dude, they were playing like frat parties and people were trading tapes. They said, like, record our shows, do whatever you want with our music. We have no label. We have nothing. Just if you want to share the music. And they started popping up in colleges all over the country in the 90s. And then they are later selling out 3 nights in a row at Giant Stadium, 110,000 people. They've never had a Billboard top 10 hit, and they are I believe, top 3 highest grossing touring act
Fuck.
over the last 30 years. I think it's Taylor Swift, Dave Matthews Band, the Rolling Stones.
Holy
so this is a
fuck.
band. Yeah, man, it's because they have built such a real. Well, it's very American, man. Like, I talk to all my buddies. Like, I live in Puerto Rico half the year, and like, you could say Dave Matthews Band, they go, I don't even know what that is. Like,
really?
Nobody outside of the United States knows them.
Oh,
it's
wait, they're here. They're big here.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. They were fucking huge here. They were huge here.
Right
they
on.
played the Big Day Out. I went to the Big Day Out, and the year I went to Big Day Out, Limp Bizkit played, and their CD skipped. And everyone fucking launched whatever they could find at the ground. Some even launched people. I saw a tiny person fly to the air. Don't think he made the stage, but he was blind.
Oh, Limp Bizkit.
Yeah, and then they came out, and then Korn walked out. And Korn grabbed the microphone and was like, I'd like to apologize for those pussies before us. We're going to play some fucking music now.
Dude, but like, that's also the same thing. Like, bro, I fuck with Limp Bizkit. EDM, dude. Like, going out, like, I want to listen to some EDM. Like, today I was bumping Wu-Tang hard. Today, after their Knicks halftime performance. Dude, I was just on shuffle, dude. Just friggin' thing, dude. But I think there's something from every genre that, like, dude, I've been getting a lot more into pop too. Like,
sick.
I hate when people are like, yo, I don't like mess with this genre. I'm like, bro, all of it. Like, there's literally unlimited songs, dude. Like,
especially people in the music business that say that piss me off, and then you don't like the business. Like, you just you can't. Like, I think even like a chef, if you're a good chef, you appreciate all foods. You don't have to like all foods, you appreciate it. You know.
But then I was listening to something that, you know, it's really, the 90s was a really cool time for music.
And 90s.
No, I love the 90s only because if you grew up in the 90s.
Not me, I'm not that old.
if you grew up in the 90s, you listened to every fucking thing. There was like, there's rock, there's pop, everything was coming through.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was,
but
it's a melting pot.
What do you define as pop? Because I hate it when people say,
Backstreet Boys, baby.
Yeah.
Look, biggest fucking fan ever, right here.
I
wanted to write
Boys, Britney Spears.
I've submitted 3 tracks to them and got close so many times to having them actually cut one of my tracks.
Yeah.
So dude, if that happens, dude, like, you've officially made it, dude. Because they are icons. Dude, they're icons.
Yeah, dude, they're selling out the Sophia and all that in like fucking Vegas and whatnot. Still to this day,
and they sound good. I mean, I've seen other people.
Like 2 minutes ago, NSYNC are talking to come back now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, come on, bring it back.
What, with Justin?
Bring it back, dude.
Yeah, don't even wait for Justin. I don't, because I could cause a lot of disagreements in this one. I don't think Justin's the talent of that band. I think Jay-Z Chasez. I think he is
dude,
the fucking talent.
People sleep on JC, dude. He was the best vocalist in the
best vocalist, best songwriter. Best everything. The guy's got, like, even looks like a fucking hunk, you know? Like, that's a one good guy.
People sleep, dude. People have been sleeping on JC, dude.
Yeah,
he's much better looking than JT.
I really want to write with JC. He's such a good writer.
Yeah.
Such a good writer. But yeah, he was but I think Justin just got there first. That was it.
Oh, he was the baby of the band, innit? He's just like...
No, he was a bit of a bitch of the band because he let's be real, he shit on his band members by doing them. He cut the entire album without even telling them while working on the next project. Said, oh, by the way, we're not going to put the album out. I'm dropping a single tomorrow. And they're like, what? Tomorrow? We didn't know anything about this. And then the first thing they found out about it was when he performed at the Video Music Awards.
VMAs, yeah.
That's the first time they found about it.
Wow.
And they literally found out that night, like, oh, so you got a solo career now. Well, I guess we're just going to go over here. You know?
Well, I only liked NSYNC when they started going towards more like R&B-ish type vibes. So like dirty pop.
Nah,
dirty pop.
I like before that.
No.
I was No Strings Attached.
Oh, God, no.
No Strings Attached, dude, is my jam.
Max Martin.
No.
I know what I'm like, dude. I know what I'm like jamming out to tomorrow when I start work. I'm playing on No Strings Attached, dude.
Yes, bro. It's gonna be made my favorite.
Huh?
It's gonna be made. You know the story behind that song? So, Max Martin, one of the greatest producers in pop like ever, he got really pissed about Justin to go back in the booth, and I want you to say May. It's like, it's not, it's May. It's M-A-Y. He's like, no, I want you to say May. I want you to hold it.
My.
He's like, trust me, if you hold that, it will become the most iconic part of that entire song and / album. People will get rememberable.
Yeah.
So that's why in pop music you hear words that are not quite similar pronounced. You remember it.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's why one of the biggest songs from Taylor Swift is The Goat. Literally. You seen that? They replace her voice with a goat, and it's just... it's just like, what the fuck? But that's how I remember Trouble, the song Trouble. I remember the goat screaming in my head.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift! I mean, walking to the paddock, you see a goat scream. Taylor, is that you?
Dude, it's like kind of crazy. I mean, like even the Blink-182, like Tom DeLonge from Blink-182.
Sick.
Even how his pronunciation, dude, like when he's like, "Where are you?" Like you
yes. I love Blink-182. Like they're also one of my favorite bands. They did this. The best thing they did was they took the piss out of all the music videos.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I
like the shot where they're holding the fucking hose above him and he's underneath the bus.
Yeah.
And he's getting water.
And
he's on the toilet taking a dump and he's fucking like pulling the toilet roll and the camera zooms back. But that's my favorite time, is like that kind of era of music. You could take the piss out of people and we didn't get offended. And now everyone's got the offensive bug. And you dare say anything, breathe the wrong direction, it's a reason for just to shit on you. Like, we're getting it right now. I don't know if you've seen the comment section on our
I have, dude. But that means you're onto something, dude.
Yeah.
And also,
I got death threats. I got death threats.
that's good. Dude.
Yeah, I know. I'm winning. I actually said to Sam, I went and saw, I was like, "Hun, we got death threats. We've made it. We've made it."
I will say we're moving away from that, though.
Oh,
I really think we're moving away from that. Like Blink-182, when they came back, like, bro, like they're grandfathered in. They can do whatever the fuck they want, and like nobody cares. Yeah. But then also, dude, I think you're kind of seeing that like not everything, and I think we need to lose this as a culture, is like not everything needs to be for everybody, and you need to be okay with that.
Yep.
Yeah, this is my thing. Like, if you have an opinion on something, fine, it's your opinion. It's okay. You're allowed to have an opinion, but I'm also allowed to have an opinion on that too. But you don't mean I've got friends. I'm going to use the vaccine as a good example. When COVID hit, that divided so many people, right? I didn't take it, and I had people who did take it. Now, do I hate them for taking it? Their body, their choice. Don't give a fuck. You be you. You be you. But those people won't talk to me, and because I didn't take a vaccine. That's the bullshit thing there.
Yeah.
We don't need to like hate each other because we're not doing what everyone else is doing. That's called sheep.
Yeah.
And I don't want to be a fucking sheep. I want to be the farm one around you fuckers up. No, I don't want to be I don't want to be a sheep. I want to be an individual person. I want to have my own thoughts and feelings. And that's the thing that I've probably struggled with the whole fucking time, is that I've never felt like I fit into it was you that actually got me thinking about this. I've never felt like I fit into the music industry. That's because I don't belong in the music industry. I belong in the music business, which is different. Like, I never felt like I fit. Like, I'd go into a room, I didn't look like everybody else. I didn't talk
your
to
head
everybody
thinks
else.
differently.
Yeah, and if I saw inappropriate shit, which I saw a lot of time in good old LA, I would say something. And I was always the first to speak up on things. And that made me different because I wasn't cool with women being abused or seeing people take advantage of, business-wise or anything. And that's where I've always struggled. But what's excited me now, and it was you that actually, your talk at South by Southwest, like, by the way, everyone else there I went to was fucking boring. I'm sorry. I know you made trips around there to talk people, but some of the conversations were just killing my head. I've heard this before.
Dude, those panels are a lot of them are like super funny to me. And you go to them and it's like, usually when I prepare for those, I'm like, dude, people are paying money to get information. And I remember how, like, you know, when I went from the marketing and like PR agency world to music, there was like a real lack of information being accessible. And so like when I go to those conferences, I'm like, dude, I actually want to like come with some like not just pointing out problems, but like here's a couple of quick solutions that you could do.
Yeah.
And dude, it's further proof how unserious the music industry is, where you go there and it's just people like with a microphone like naming who they've worked with.
Oh,
like what is that gonna do? What is that gonna do for your business? What is that gonna do for you as a songwriter? Like, oh yeah, dude, like I worked on this project and this project, and you're like waiting for a downshift. You're like, and then you did what? And it just never comes. And you're just like, bro, it's just like everybody's just like slobbing on each other on the stage. and I don't know, dude. I think it's like pretty messed up, dude, because people are spending a lot of money. They're traveling. They're doing this. And it's just like, I don't think it like helps the music industry get better. How is that going to like help anybody get better?
It's not. This is the thing. Like, I think this blowing the trumpet phase is done. It's done. We don't need to. I don't give it. Look, if someone comes to me and they've written a song for Justin Timberlake and they go, I've got the song I wrote for Justin, but I want you to have it. And it's shit. Guess what? I don't care who you wrote for. Your song's still shit. If Bob comes to me and he's written for nobody, but his songs are absolute fucking stomper, I want Bob's song. But this is what the music industry is leaving. It's leaving so much food on the table, which I've heard you say multiple times. I'm like, yes, it is. Leaving so much shit on the table, and it's just taking the crumbs and trying to get, like, feed a tribe with the crumbs. There's so much being left behind, you know, and I think that we're entering stage 2.0 of entertainment industry, period. And you were saying in one of your videos I saw you talking about, which made me cry of laughter, the app situation. Like, I still quote that there's too many app quote for the rest of my life, man. That's my new quote. That's a t-shirt, you know, it's so fucking too many apps, you know, we're at that, we're tapping the apps, bro.
Dude, I swear to God, dude, people would like, it's the music is truly the most undervalued thing I've ever seen. Like, music is truly one of the most valuable things humans have ever created. And the people running the music business are like, yeah, we'll take like 1/3 of a penny for it. And it's the most valuable thing ever created, dude.
100.
Think about it. Like, are people tattooing like the Amazon logo on themselves? Are people tattooing, but they're tattooing lyrics? Yep. People are flying. Motherfuckers like me, dude, are going to 70 Dave Matthews Band shows, dude. And you're telling me that people, so you see that, what that human connection does, and then you have some dumb motherfucker from name a management company, name a label, and they go, how many monthlies you got? How many TikToks? Huh?
Oh, that just kills me so much. I hear it all the time. I hear it all the fucking time. I'm having the experience now because I'm about to, like, very shortly, this time next week, I'll be running like a motherfucker, running from the bottom of New Zealand to the top. And I've reached out to brands like, how much followers have you got? How big is your current? And I actually said, fuck off. I'm not even interested. I'll just do this on my own. And then when Nike comes knocking on my door to be a Nike athlete, I will fucking remember your fucking email because I won't be responding.
That's the thing, dude. Everybody, it's very, very funny. Like, the music industry, and listen, there are some like really, really smart people in it.
Absolutely.
I'm not trying to like dog on it, but you know, before I was in the music business, you know, about
that. How'd you start with all this? Give us a little poo.
Yeah, man. So, dude, you know, music has always been like my favorite thing in the world. I was like, if I could just be a part of helping people like blow steam off on a Friday and Saturday night at a show, like that is what I was put on earth to do. Like, I want to just get people to get like, dude, life can be very hard, and just getting people, you know, when you are at a show, when you're, you know, it's like, dude, you're completely disassociating from, dude, it's like the most powerful drug on earth. Amen. And so I really wanted to like do run festivals. So Dude, getting into the music industry is very hard. And I was very lucky enough to get a gig, at a PR agency, doing, a lot in the spirit space. And I kind of was moving up pretty quick in that. And I was always trying to get into the music space. Like, I was like, this is not what I want to do forever. But it was pretty valuable because, I worked on a lot of these brands. I worked on doing like partnerships with different music festivals and brands and understanding how all that works. Then worked on some really, really big brands like the Macallan, Patron, Jägermeister. Wow. And, I was, at a really, really great agency, M Booth in New York. And, from there I started getting like, startup brands kind of reach out being like, yo, we love what you're doing. Like, can we do work with M Booth? M Booth, unfortunately, was like $20,000 a month retainer. So it's hard to bring in clients there. But I started being like, maybe I could be taking some of the things I learned on these like million case a year brands and seeing how these winners win and bring that over into maybe more of the startup space or an agency where I can move up a little quicker and kind of be a part of like building something. Yeah. And, so from there, I was like the fourth person hired at an agency called Kirich Weiss in New York. And now they have, I think like 40 employees, like an LA office, a New York office. Sick. They worked on Hudson whiskey from when it was in like 7 states to like when it sold for like a boatload of cash and Sailor Jerry. And I was able to work on these brands and kind of help, build the strategy and tell the stories that, resulted in like, sales of like hundreds of millions of dollars. And sick. All this time, dude, I was applying to music gigs. I probably applied to 500 jobs. And like, mind you, I'm like a 20. Yeah. I didn't get one interview, dude. And mind you, and it's not like to toot the horn, but it's like, bro, I was like 29 and a director at like a really good agency, like making sick cash, like I'm not like to not get one interview is like one of those things where it was like, obviously like really bummed me out, dude. I was like, am I like,
yeah, of course,
cool or whatever. So dude, COVID happened and I was just like, dude, like, fuck it, dude. Like, I'm saving some time commuting. Maybe I'm going to start moonlighting and doing some PR and brand partnerships. Cause I'll tell you, dude, I was on the receiving end of a lot of these proposals, dude. And you get these partnership people at labels and they're like, hey, we want to like do this music video, like integration. I go, okay, cool. Like, how much? Like $10,000. I'm like, cool. When is it? And they're like, tomorrow. And I'm like, you don't even know how to talk to the people who you're trying to get money from. Like,
yeah.
And I think it's because they're so insulated from the world. Like, I was working on spirits, tech, hospitality, CPG. All of these industries are learning from each other, dude. We're trying to look and see what's happening in tech and go, oh, that's a really good idea. We should integrate that into our CPG brand. And music was what I was finding was very insulated. And that is really, really bad for innovation. That's really, really bad for actually bringing in talented and smart people because everyone is looking and they want to hold on to their jobs and they want to keep things as they want to be safe. Reactive. They want to keep it safe. And, so I started doing this doing partnerships, PR. And then, a couple artists I started working with, I was like, dude, should we like book some shows? So I just started then learning how to book and really dug getting people together for shows. And then I started doing management and, as someone who had no industry connections, I'm able to basically, I'm really proud of the work I've done. Our roster that I've managed over the course of all the clients I've ever managed year over year, Catch Buzz has delivered 86% year over year growth for every artist that we've worked on average.
That is a fucking good statistic.
86% revenue up across every client I've ever worked on is if you combine all those year over year, it's 86%. And I'm in the camp, like, as I started working in this, I was like, if that was a tech company or a CPG company and these artists were growing at that percentage, they would be getting funding for millions and millions of dollars.
And some.
Yeah.
And some.
And, you know, unfortunately, though, you tell that to people in the music industry and they're like, yeah, but how many followers? And I'm like, yeah, man, it doesn't really matter. We had 5,000 followers for this act and we grossed $150,000 in revenue. So
Yeah.
you're
Shit.
asking the wrong question. What you should be asking is, you have 5,000 followers and you were able to make $150,000 with, you know, maybe $20,000 investment.
You just
What if
described...
what if we gave you $1 million? You could probably make $100 million. So
This is it's like the coffee shops.
Yeah.
We're talking about the same thing about coffee shops.
Yeah.
You get a coffee shop can have fuck all followers, but it can be making $1 million a year.
Oh,
And
there's
as an
so many
investor,
places
you go to
that-
it and go, okay, you haven't got many followers, you don't mean so much online support, but on the ground, you're doing $1 million a year.
Yeah.
Now, if I chuck some money into you and open a few more of these, and I get your online going with merch and all that, now I can see my money coming back. This is good. But the labels are not seeing this. They're looking at a number that can be faked. That is not
Yeah.
real. That can be. It doesn't determine.
Because anybody can buy followers.
We were
like
just
what-
looking at this the other day. I'm not going to say the individual's name, but they've got 4.7 million followers. I looked at their interaction rate. The dude had 20 likes on one
Yeah,
of his
yeah.
posts and 2 comments. I'm like, holy shit, we've got 5,000 followers
Yeah.
and our engagement rate was at 87%.
Yeah.
Like, wow, but that doesn't make us wealthy. It's what
No,
you do
it's-
with the product outside of that, you know?
But also, it's just the engagement. It's nice to connect with people. Otherwise, you're just giving it to an empty space. Do you get what I mean?
Exactly. It's literally, I mean, it's just they're focused on all the wrong things. And it was very, you know, the first couple of years I was doing this, I was trying to like get into the, you know, get the cosign, get my artist to get
Yeah.
cosign, get on the tour. And what you started to realize is you're like, dude, why would I tie my like boat to like literally a sinking weight? Because these people are asking all of the wrong questions.
Amen.
Have you ever seen a Shark Tank episode where they're like,
I know, but
like,
yeah.
pitch, and they go, yeah, but how many followers? They're not asking those questions. They're not asking how many fans are you bringing out to a show? How much of that data are you collecting? How are you collecting that data? What's your lifetime fan value? What's the percentage increase of growth on tickets in each market? These are basic questions you would ask in any other industry to understand the viability of a product, an artist, a brand. And they are asking based on like output, on a number that means nothing.
Nothing.
You know,
Yeah.
Great. You have 100 million streams. Well, not for nothing. That's great and all. But what business ever builds an entire ecosystem around a product that is not really profitable? It's a very low margin.
Mm-hmm.
Streaming costs a lot of money to put enough power behind
Yep.
to get a lot of streams.
Yep.
And you're putting a lot of money. These record labels are dumping money, radio campaigns, TikTok things, all for something that pays off like 1/3 of a penny, and that's if you own everything.
So you
So,
everything, yeah.
Do you
And wrote
think
everything.
and wrote everything? So you now like what business would be like? I'm opening a business, and the margins are like, you would never do that. A smart business. Common sense would say we're actually going to focus on the highest intention things. And so in music, when I say it's one of the most valuable things ever created, then you got to look at, okay, so where is the most profitability like for an artist? And, you know, it's in live music, it's in experiences, and it's in, you know, like, and community building. And, you know, with that, you then look at that and you go, wait, so why are there all these gatekeepers in this thing that is the most even the way the most profitable thing is set up in the music industry is still like so poorly designed that the upside is capped for the artist. So when you're doing door deals, when you're doing guarantees, you're not even collecting the data. You're just doing short-term rental of the audience to get, and it's really it's just not designed how any other thing is designed. So what I'm trying to really do right now with the artists that I work with is, you know, we're taking tools that have worked in every other industry. We're taking tools that I've done and watched lead to company sales of hundreds of millions of dollars. And what that means is we own the transaction. If you don't own the transaction, you own nothing. You're just renting everything.
Amen.
Yeah.
So, we don't, and then, this is going to tie into the apps. Everybody in the music industry is like, well, we need this app. We're doing a new app. We're doing this, the app. And we don't need an app, dude. You need like a website and like e-commerce.
Yes.
It's actually, guys, we don't need the app for the app. Every other industry doesn't have like a million apps and apps to check the apps.
Yeah.
And so what we really do is we own the transaction. We are going to like owning the fan relationship is everything. That's how you build trust. That's you can like get fans out and offer them cool stuff. Like, they want to be a part of this. So like, let's be directly connected. It's not like a radical concept yet. You go and talk to people and they make it seem like it is. And I'm like, yo, dude, it's like working everywhere else. And, a lot of venues have been pushing back around data ownership for artists. And we're trying to go around that. We're renting out venues. We're running our own ticketing. We're building out the infrastructure for our artists.
Fuck, wicked, bro.
And, dude, if the music is really good and
why not?
It just needs to get out there. So if you're running ads, conversion ads, if you're putting it in front of people, like, and it's good, dude, it's like gonna convert. It's not
100.
A radical concept. But venues don't want to do it. Booking agents, they'd rather just collect the 10% and do no work. And the value propositions are all messed up, but I'd rather have touring be a compounding asset for artists. I'd rather have them go in, sell 100 tickets.
Yep.
And yeah, maybe they lose $300, but they acquired those customers. The next time they go back to that market, it's now an appreciated that.
They'll buy merch, they'll buy everything.
Merch, and then the next time you go in, dude, your marketing costs are in half. Your tickets have now doubled because you already have an existing customer base there. And then not only that, you now have leverage. So now I can go back to that venue and go, no, bro, we're not doing the rental fee of $500. I brought 200 people to your 200 person place club on a Wednesday. So we're going to pay nothing. We're going to pack your bar out and you're going to make a killing on the bar.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to do that, we'll go somewhere else because we have the people, dude. And live venues, the really smart venues are doing this with us. Once they do it once with us, they see how good it is. And we haven't had any venue be like, we're not doing this structure again.
That's fucking beautiful.
You know how valuable it is.
That's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, man, it's I think that's going to be where the future is. There's just all these middlemen who don't really make sense anymore. Like, there's still really good ones, like some really good booking agents, still some very good promoters, but the majority of them are, and even managers. I think the majority of them, their value proposition doesn't match what they do from a business generation perspective.
I agree. If
you're taking 20% on a manager to just answer emails, like really, they're not building your business. You have a booking agent who takes 10% of revenue, even if the show isn't successful. Then you have maybe a lawyer 5%. That's a good one. You might want to keep that. That might be a good deal. But
best 5% you spend.
Yeah, but your 30% of your nut is already capped, and these people aren't incentivized to grow the business.
Nah.
No
motivation behind it. And this is I'm listening to what you're saying, and I'm kind of thinking, wouldn't you be better off having it all in one and given like one decent percentage? So like, let's say you gave 30%, and for that you got an agent and a manager. That would probably make more sense to me. Because I don't like having a lot of. I had in the past. I've had a lot of people. I've had agent, lawyer, manager, publisher, A&R, and then before it goes, like, artists don't understand this. You don't get paid until all them first, and then maybe you didn't produce a song, then that guy gets paid, and then maybe you didn't write the full thing because Bob walked in at the exact same moment and he was
Sneezed on the
he sneezed and now he wants his percentage, you know.
Yeah.
And then you've got to like the publisher gets paid.
Yeah.
And then you've got the like everyone else outside, and then maybe you borrowed some money. Maybe you borrowed like because I say labels are banks. You borrowed a bit of money from the bank, the label, and now got to recoup that. You're not getting paid. It's a long, long, long fucking time before you see a dime. And I've seen these deals, and I've almost signed one. I've seen them, I've looked over them, and they're so dinosaur and so outdated, but no one's pushing back on it and challenging it to change the format. And that's what excites me about you. You're changing the format. You're using a thing called common sense, which is not that common anymore. And you're taking the common sense and going, hey, wait a fucking minute. I love music. This is a little broken. Let me take what I know in the corporate world and install it. Now, I'm thinking the best thing that ever fucking happened to me is I didn't sign that deal with the major label in 2010, wherever it was. And then I did get burnt. And I did go and open up that coffee business.
Yeah.
And we did learn how to run it and then do business and deal with individuals and everyday face-to-face people. And we did go through a massive lawsuit. And we did take on a corporation ourselves. That was all good shit, because what it does, it's groundwork for what you can see missing in another sector, which is music.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm seeing here now. I'm going, okay, there is a fucking insane opportunity for real storytellers, for real individuals who actually have shit to offer. There is an insane opportunity for talented people to actually really fucking get it right now. But a lot of people don't get this. They're just too busy trying to be TikTok famous or whatever famous. That's not forever unless you've got a great email list, all the data from that. You know, you're just promoting for nothing. You're just making the tech companies rich.
Yeah, you're just making it, and I think that's the fundamental difference of where kind of my philosophy is with artist development and the majority of the music industry. You know, how I see it is you need to be focused. You know, there's stages to a brand growing. And also it's not sexy. And I think this is a problem for.
Have you seen our studio? Like if you knew our studio, that's a garage. It's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, listen, dude, it's, you know, the everybody from the artist to the labels to everybody is thinking it's a get rich quick thing. And when you are operating for, hey, if this thing goes viral, you're going to the casino and you are outsourcing your success to TikTok. You're outsourcing your success to maybe a booking agent who might help you, or a co-sign from this person. When every other business I've worked on has been very successful, is they are building a strong operational foundation through processes, through like a long-term strategy of like, here's the things we're going to do, and whatever happens outside, you know, that's added bonus. But we are building a plan and a strategy that even if none of that happens, we are still going to be very successful because we have a great product, we work hard, we have great processes. And, you know, at the end of the day, we're going to build that connection with people. So when I go to an artist, you know, what I'm doing now with a lot of artists, I don't even really like to call myself a manager anymore, because I think it is very limiting to what we actually do. You know, we are an artist accelerator. You know, what we do when we come on board with an artist is we do a deep dive of their entire touring history, all their breakdowns of tickets, all their subscriptions, what they're paying, how much, what are the things there, what is their branding, how are we communicating it, what's their digital impact, are we connecting with people like socially, are we telling this story, do we have a unified story? And what I'm trying to identify is how you would do in any consulting business. You're trying to find redundancies, you're trying to find basically like undervalued areas. So like maybe you're looking at the live business and you go like, this seems like a very undervalued asset. I think there could be ways we can make this efficiently grow and more profitable. And at the end of the day, you can reinvest that into top of funnel, which is streaming and socials and all that good stuff. And at the end of the day, as an artist, when you have more capital, you are not as dependent on labels. You're not as dependent on a booking agent. And I know a lot of artists get very uncomfortable with the money thing, but you know, when you can be independently generating capital, and it's scary, there's risk, but when you can do that, you have freedom. And I think that's when you get really good art. And that's when you can get really good community building, because you don't need other people, and you can keep it small. And I think that's important early on in a business. You know, you don't start a business and go, we're going to get the label and we're going to get the booking agent, because we don't even know how valuable this thing really is. And, you know, there's a lot of companies that will grow really fast and they are like, we're going to hold on selling, or we're going to hold on doing this partnership with this company. And the reason is because they want to see how they're trying to build leverage. You know, so with like a lot of the stuff now, we're doing a lot of these audits. We're doing big picture, you know, marketing strategy, big picture, you know, A&R, just kind of, you know, helping them kind of, you know, they are the creators. We don't touch any of that. We just go, you give us really great stuff and we are going to make sure this hits as many people. We're going to make sure that it is benefiting you financially. And what you want to do with that is your journey, but we want to give you more leverage. So we're doing booking. We do what traditional managers do as well, but then we're also doing business development. So I don't really like to call myself a manager, because I think that really undervalues, you know, what an artist and a manager could do together. Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. Do you also focus on getting the artist brand deals and stuff like that?
Yeah. So that was a big area of focus, you know, early on. And I think there's a lot of misnomers about brand deals with artists. I think how the traditional music industry looks at it is they go, unless you have like 1 million followers or like Beyonce, like you can't get a brand deal.
Yeah, that's not true.
That's not true. That's provably not true.
Yeah.
I worked with, you know, a really awesome artist, a band. They have a new album coming out, by the way, the Whiskey Treaty Roadshow.
Oh, wicked.
4 people. Yeah, bro, they're sick. They are.
Do you have a link for their stuff? Because we can put it in the description.
I'll send it. They are amazing. But they were a 5-piece collective. They have 5 different lead singers. Really cool, great live music, great live, like cult followed band in the Northeast. They had like 3,000 Instagram followers, but Hudson Whiskey very early on realized they are playing at the bars and clubs that we want to sell into.
Oh, fucking clever.
And so what we did when I was on Hudson Whiskey is we went to them and we go, dude, we think you guys are sick. Let's send you some whiskey. But we then started talking about how valuable their audience was. It's 200 people, 300 people a show. But we were like, hey, we'll give you guys like 10 grand. And if you guys can just like have Hudson Whiskey on the stage and give people like drinks, maybe we sell it into the bar for the show.
Absolutely.
Because and you know, this is a band with like 3,000 to 5,000 followers getting 10 grand from a whiskey brand.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And so these things are out there. You know, I worked a lot with you know, an artist, King Coyote out of Maine, and what we did early on is he rules.
Yeah, he's great.
And so iconically Maine. And like it's he's so Northeast, like gritty surf, pines, like it's you know, it's a beautiful area, and there's a lot of great businesses, and you know, we did a lot with Visit Portland. He's like one of the biggest artists in Portland, Maine. And we build those relationships because it makes sense. You know, it's like so there's so many opportunities for brand partnerships for artists, and I think they are told not to go look into that because it would require people to like maybe like do work. But there's a lot of value. You know, you just got to email these people and also ask them. You know, if you're an artist, ask what's going on with your business. What, like, you have to show some curiosity. They're going to tell you exactly how they can give you money. You just have to listen.
It's also
And I don't-
relationship building, though. What you just nailed back there.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing I think a lot of people are missing too. We have stopped building relationships, or
Stop talking
not
to each other.
100, and unless you've done something, oh my god, it's so and so. How about just go build a relationship? Like, really good example. Sorry to cut you off, but one of my best examples is someone got a flat tire outside one of our businesses, and
Oh yeah.
I invite the guy in. So I'll just sit here and wait for the AA. He's like, and then he's just waiting. I said, actually, you know what? Don't call the AA. I'll change your tire for you. I can do that. He's like, would you? He's like, yeah. I grew up in the far north of New Zealand. We had no money. We're always fixing shit. Let me have a go for you. And he's like, oh, that's really nice. I said, and then the girls will make you a coffee and look after you. I'll got you. Walk around the corner and his key had no logo, nothing on it. And I'm looking for his car and I'm beeping the alarm and boop, boop. And looked a bit further and I'm like, no way, this dude's got an Enzo Ferrari. Yeah. I'm like, I don't know if I want to change to a driver's car. I can't decide. So I'm acting like I know what I'm talking about, but I had no idea where the fucking tire was on this thing. And I had to climb underneath it, and then I'm change a tire from one big wheel, not like a Formula One car. Fucking coolest experience. And I basically gave the car a little hug and a kiss as well. See you soon one day. Yeah. And then went back to him, gave him his keys and said, yeah, tires changed. And he's like, that's really kind. He's like, well, you should come by the Ned sometime. I'm like, I'm not a member. He's like, the Ned owns Soho House Group. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm not a member. He's like, well, don't need to be. I kind of own the place. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. He's like, yeah, okay. You know what? I'll switch you at lifetime membership. I'm like, you don't have to. He's like, no, you said you're right. I don't have to. I want to. I love that. And that is just simple that was just me offering kindness.
Yeah, and then he kept on talking afterwards.
Yeah, and we still talk to this day.
Yeah.
And he's one of the most wealthiest people in London. You know?
And we even because we've always said that to our kids, and like our eldest was talking about that. Like she just talks to people. She's just a waitress in a restaurant.
I made a manager now.
They're making her manager, but she just talks to people, and she was just like, it's amazing. She sees other people that are not even that much older than her, but they're in their 20s, so they should be, better at speaking to people. And she's just like, it's crazy that these people can't talk to people.
Power of conversation is fucking incredible.
Just open your mouth. How's your day?
That's how I know Joe.
Yeah.
It's that very reason. I thought he was crazy as crap, but oh, hello. We've got a visitor. Oh my God. We've got a visitor.
Give me 1 second.
You're going to go grab her.
We're being very unprofessional right now. Give me
Our
1
daughter's
you're good.
I also need to pee, so that's
wait, you grab her and I'll
You will about the U.S., but like the U.S. was and business and how people conduct themselves here is what I love about this place is like we're the biggest. Like, oh yeah, you don't think we can do that? Watch us.
I love that.
And that's what I love. Like that spirit of like an entrepreneurial spirit, the spirit of like, you think we can't do this or you think we can't win, and we're gonna show you. And I think people here really rally around that. I mean, you see that with even like with the Knicks in the finals. Like, dude, they were like, everybody was like, they're gonna get smashed, dude. And it's the most
how wrong they fucking were.
Well, and that's the thing, dude. Like, then you have these people go, actually, dude, like, we'll see, dude, once that game happens, you'll see what actually is going to go down.
Fuck yeah.
You know, and I think that's the spirit. Like, I think I like want to do that with the music industry, man. I want to show that, like,
not one of you are. To me, you are already. You've speaking into existence.
Yeah, it's, we want, like, the results. A lot of things we've been told are lies, dude. Like, there's all these, like, partnerships. You can't get partnerships unless you're this. Well, I don't know, dude. We just did that. So maybe that's wrong. Oh, you can't tour and sell 100 tickets in a market that you've never been unless you have market history or unless you have a viral hit. Well, dude, I've done that in 20 markets. I've done that with my artists. And, we've worked together on going and selling 500 tickets in markets that we've never been to. So all these things is like, yeah, dude, we also didn't put a man on the moon, and then we put a man on the moon, dude. Yeah. So I want to show people that allegedly, and Dude, that's kind of where I'm at, dude. Like, I think we need to be bringing more people from outside of music into music. And I think that's when we're going to get the change that you see. But we have to have incentives that allow people to come into this industry, because right now there's a really smart operator. You know, the only reason I switched was because I love this and I'm a little insane. But it's like I was cleaning up.
Little?
Dude. Like, what's that?
Did you say little?
Bro. A little insane. Un poquito.
I think about 90, and that's a good thing. You have to be deluded as fuck to make it in this business. Yeah.
And I think too, like, we need to have incentives that allow people to come and make money here, and to help promote art. And I think there's a big, you start to see a lot of these private equity companies buying up catalogs and all this sort of stuff. They didn't want to. Nobody in finance, in funding, in traditional business wants to fuck with the music industry, because they go, we don't understand how none of this makes any sense.
Nah.
And there's no incentives. You're telling me the big product you're all focusing on is a loss leader? Why? Like, we're not going to go into that business. And so what we need to be doing is building more systems that allow, basically, like, create a middle class. That's with what we're doing with artists, is we want to show that the middle class is actually so valuable. It's completely undervalued right now. We want to show with the artists that we work with that you can make, if you're a coffee shop, you have 7 coffee shops, you can have an incredible life, and you don't need to be Starbucks. And I think, when we can... Or Blank Street. And I think that's where I want to go. Bring people in, dude. Bring people in who are killers in their industries, dude. We'll get new ideas. We'll get new ways to win.
Sorry. Yes, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah. Whereas, there's places like, was it Ireland, have given money to, like, if you're an artist, then they give you an allowance now.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
They give you a monthly allowance.
Here they just give you a bill.
But
here's a tax bill. I make anything. We don't care. We want it all.
But it's the process of trying to build up, like, people coming from Ireland,
beautiful,
going into the entertainment industry and stuff, and they can say, "Oh, we're from Ireland. We've got so many people." It's those kind of things, those incentives for people to actually go, actually, I can make a career in this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can live off of this.
To me, I think the most radical change that's going to happen for when people talk about, like, a living wage for musicians and all this sort of stuff, and they're looking to whether it be grants, whether it be all this sort of stuff. To me, I kind of look at the best way we're actually going to create a living wage for artists and get music to connect with more people than ever is through innovation. And that's how we've been able to do it in every other industry, is when a disruptive idea comes, and it doesn't come from the top down. It comes from, like, some crazy person who's like, we're doing it this way.
Yeah.
And that is where we're going to see the sea change. And so, like, I'm hoping to do that with how we do our business, and a lot of people aren't going to understand it. I talk to a lot of artists, they don't understand it. I talk to a lot of booking agents, they don't understand it. I talk to a lot of label people, and now I'm at this point, I don't need them to understand it. I need to find the people who do understand it.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, when it is inevitably successful, I know they'll all copy it, and it's okay. I actually think that will be so great for everybody that it's fine with me. And so when we pitch artists, dude, I'm like, I'll share you all the information, 100% transparency. I've literally nothing to hide. I believe in this model that we're doing with artists so much that I don't even care if you don't hire me. If you just do this, you'll see how good it is.
Sick.
And
but
so,
hire you too,
I'm
please, because you're
bringing
genius.
But it's not genius. It's really just,
common sense.
It's common sense. And also it's, numbers don't lie. And if you're looking for the right things, you can, it's hard. Like, if you win the championship, it's hard to argue against that. So, 100. Right now, we're a little ship in a big industry, but our product, you know, the work that we're doing with artists, the way that we do our business, working as a partner with our artists is like, you can't like show me the number, like show your numbers and I'll show my numbers.
Yeah.
And yeah, I haven't worked with Jay-Z, dude, but like show my numbers again and show yours, and we'll see who, if you showed it to any person who knows anything about anything, where they would say is better.
Yeah.
This is it. And a lot of the I think that it's time for something new. Something like, and I think what you offer too is, I don't trust a lot of people ever. Like, I'm a bit cautious about individuals. I want to trust people as much as I can, but I don't know, you offer such transparency and honesty. You offer a lot of honesty. Like, when I talk to you, I can just genuinely feel that you're an honest guy, and very passionate about what you do, which is rare. You don't get a lot of people, like, some people think they're going to come in the music industry and just be uber rich tomorrow. They're deluded. Like, there's different deluded. There's deluded, like, I'm going to get it. There's deluded, like, no, not happening.
But that's in every industry.
No, of course. Not as much as the music business, though.
Oh, yeah, true.
Not as much as the music business. No way. No way. I've seen some fucked up shit, man. I've seen people fucking think they're going to, one song they're going to have, it's going to blow up tomorrow. And, like, it takes time, people. And, you know, like, your business structure is so straightforward that it is, like, it's just so easy to understand. And I don't understand how no one's not understanding it. So I'm like, hello, it's right there. Just read. Just leave the app and read. You know what I mean?
We don't need the other app to do it and read it. I mean, that's kind of the thing. Like, a lot of artists. So, you know, we've also worked with artists who, you know, they are, you know, we're not the right fit for every artist. And actually, the large majority of artists we're not fit for, because we are not in the business of instant gratification. We're in the business of sustainable and long-term growth.
Yeah.
So, you know, earlier in my career, I wanted to basically, you know, be a square peg in a round hole, and you know, that did not work. That did not work for me. It left me feeling very burnt out.
Yeah.
And now I'm at the point, dude, where I know what this formula, this strategy works.
Yep.
And so when artists, you know, maybe we start working with the artist and they, you know, are like, I don't, you know, maybe it's not an alignment. It's okay with me. I know the value of what we're doing. And I want to help. You know, if an artist wants to do that partnership with us, like, they're going to be really successful, you know. But, you know, I think if someone wants to get involved with this, they understand it and our values aligned, it's a wrap, dude. Can't lose. So, you know, it was early on very frustrating to talk in this, you know, with this approach to people in the music industry, because a lot of them don't want to understand, and it's okay. We're not for you then, you know. Listen, it's all good.
There's a lot of smart people still, like you said, in the business still, though. I do believe that.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't seem to be getting the loudest voice at the moment, though.
Well, you know what I've noticed? What I've noticed with talking about kind of how we work with artists, and I've talked about it, dude, what I've noticed is like the OGs, dude, like the big people at labels, or not labels or publishing, but just like very like guys who have been doing it a long time, have seen a lot of change. They are really excited about the way that we're doing stuff. And then I've noticed a lot of the people who are just entering the business are very excited about it. Yep. What I've noticed is the middle class, the middle people, a lot of like the middle management, pencil pushers, hate this, hate it, hate what we're doing. They get it.
They should.
Angry.
They should be worried about it, because like those people, we don't need to have jobs. We don't need them there. We need fresh, new innovation to come through, and that have got a different outlook. And you have a different outlook, and that's just like right now, labels are losing their power. I predict Drake to leave Universal by the end of this year. Everyone's like, how is it possible? The dude dropped 3 albums back to back for a very good reason. He's going to drop a 4th one. That's his deal finished. And he's going to take his catalog. He's going to fuck right off. Ed Sheeran's just left. He left Warner's. He's going to take his catalog. He's going to fuck right off. The power's in the catalog, 100%. A lot of people don't, like, a lot of artists are not understanding. They're thinking that, I'll make that one song that hit. Don't just make lots of songs, build a good catalog, And then
I think Justin Bieber kind of
Bieber led the
sparked-
way.
Yeah,
He led the way on
sparked
that.
little thing.
Yeah. And Taylor Swift as well. She's you know, even though her deal's controversial as fuck.
Yeah.
No, but I think that, and I think when we were talking earlier about like the manager, the thing, all of these people are working for different companies.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that is not an efficient way of having an integrated team.
Yep.
So when I worked on like the Macallan, we did the PR, we had a digital team, and we were very intertwined with that digital team.
Wicked.
And what I've noticed in music is you have the booking agent, you have the manager, and they're all in these little silos. That is not efficient. That you need those people collaborating on a shared goal. And the problem is everybody's just focusing on their individual goal, whether that be the booking agent, whether that be the manager. And it's not like a long-term vision. That's like a short-term, like we just need to get all the money now while we can get it. And that's not sustainable. That's not good for the artist. That's not good for anybody. So, when we are working now, we're even working with teams who have a manager and have a booking agent. And we are now what we do, the operator, dude. Because we mostly are we do business development and operations. That is really that's what we do. And so I go and I get that manager, I get that booking agent, I go, we're all going to talk. We're going to find out what does this artist want, and we are going to work together and hold each other accountable to accomplish that goal. We're going to be a team. And right now, everybody goes, every artist goes, I have a team. No, you don't, dude. You have a collection of individuals. You have a collection of individuals. You don't have a team, dude. Yeah. And Taylor Swift and a lot of these big artists are being very, very smart with how
100.
They are restructuring. They go, we actually don't need a manager. We're going to put them on payroll. Yeah. We're going to do our booking. We're going to put that on payroll because that's what a lot of these big businesses do. That's what Macallan does. We're going to put these people on retainer. We're going to put killers on retainer. We're going to hire the best people and we're going to put them on retainer. And I think early on artists should be thinking about, having like one or two trusted people to work on that business. Well, you have to have them be incentivized. So maybe that's a long-term equity play, whatever. And there's a lot of controversy around that. But the team, as it grows, needs to be integrated. It's not your team is not a collection of individuals. So when you're a young artist, if you have all these people in silos, bro, you don't have a team, dude. You just have like random fucking people doing different jobs for you.
Yeah.
But that's why it's great to, expand your knowledge and even if before you go into the music industry, to just expand your knowledge and work in different industries.
Yeah.
And when you come in, because, everybody knows that you can't run individual things if you come from hospitality, you can't do that. And so when you come into the music industry and, everybody needs to, it's that same ship. You're on a ship and you've got the person steering the ship, but then you also need the person that needs to hoist the sails and scrub the deck. I'm going to the pirate,
What year are you doing that? Hire me to the frog,
you know what I mean? But you're all on the same fucking ship.
That's the thing, man. That's exactly the thing. Like when we work with artists, we do really want to empower. Like they are the CEOs of their business, and so what we try to do is we like to work and audit their business. And then also provide recommendations of how they operate with their team. And a lot of, you find out when you in that process, who are actually team members that
give a fuck.
The artist should keep on.
Yeah.
Because when the artist, what I've noticed is there's a complete power shift when the artist starts going, here's my vision, here's what accountability looks like to you as a booking agent. Here's what accountability and your roles of responsibility look to you as a manager. And it's pretty funny when people who aren't working hard and not being efficient start getting asked questions about what their deliverables are, what their next steps are, what their tangible deliverables are. So, it basically the cream rises to the top. The partners who aren't going to be on that shared vision for the artist will see themselves out or get fired.
Yep.
And so we do that. When we come on with an artist, like we do shake some trees. Like that's by design. It's by design to see who these people are who are not actually have the best interest of the artists at heart.
Fuck, you must
and
find a lot.
you can do that very, very, very simply. You know, we have an artist that we just signed who is incredible, Turning Jane, and they rule. They are the most kick girls. They work so hard. And when we did the audit of their business, there was a partner that I can't say what they do or what they are because of NDA, but what I can say is they had a very different intention with this project than what the band did, what the CEOs of the company.
Yeah.
So we came in and we were like, we're going to prod them. We're going to prod these partners because we have an idea based on this audit, like what they're really actually about. And so we start asking direct questions. We start asking like very, very direct questions that a bullshitter cannot get around. And they will show themselves. And then we go to we would go, you go down to the artist and you go, listen, you can see for yourself. Look what happens when we ask them questions. Look what happens when we try to hold people accountable. And, a really good artist will make that. And that's who we like to work with. We show them the information. We don't have to we're not telling them what decision to make. But we love when an artist then can take that reins as a CEO, as a leader of their business and go, yeah, dude, that's not tolerated for the mission we're trying to accomplish. So sorry, bro, you're out, dude. You're out. And I really want, I've gone and worked on a lot of businesses in the music industry specifically where it's just combat every day. And it's because we're going in and our job is to find inefficiencies. Our job is to find like on opportunities that haven't been captured. And that means sometimes you come in and there's 5 different people working on this business and you go, you guys are actually stealing from this paper.
Fuck.
And it's obvious. You don't have to do it in combat. You just can ask them questions. They'll tell you exactly, they'll either not know what they're doing or not know they're doing the wrong thing.
Compulsive liar always tell the same lie over again. They forget because they're compulsively lying.
Yeah, and it's the really good artists, the really good like business leaders are the ones who are able to then act on that information. So we try to work with people who are doing that, who are making the right. Our job is to provide information, and provide strategy. It's their job to do with it what they feel is right. But, my goal is I want to build I want to shine the flashlight on all the areas of their business, and it's not meant to like show your business sucks or whatever. We're trying to make it better. I'm trying to help you accomplish your dreams.
No, I think you're being transparent and honest. And that's the thing is like, artists forget that as well as creators, we're also our own CEO, and I've been saying this for a long time now. I believe the next set of billionaires are not going to be massive companies. They're going to be individuals, and they're going to be individuals who build themselves as a brand. This is why I'm treating myself as a brand right now. And Turning J, very quickly on that, I think that band pops. I'm calling it. They're going to blow the fuck up. They're very talented girls. Their music is insane. Like as an artist and a songwriter and a producer, I hear what they can do. I can hear what they do.
And they work hard. But the thing that I love working with them is because, dude, they are so, a lot of artists are like, yeah, dude, I'm ready to put in the work. I'm ready.
Are they really?
These girls are like, you ask them, they're like, it's already done. We did it. And we actually did more, you're like, all right. And hard, they have talent. They work hard and they're good. They're like good kids, they're like, they're doing the next right thing. So I'm like, you can't lose, dude. If you just stick to the plan, there's no way you'll lose. And if something happens, it will be great. And it's going to be awesome that people who work hard, like there are still people out there who work hard, who are kind, who are just trying to like bring joy to the world. They can win. So I think those are the artists that we want to work with. We want to work with people who are just trying to like do the right, like dude, do you know how hard this to make it in music is? Imagine like
20 years going.
Yeah, dude, like imagine
still haven't got
like
my piece of the pie and I still chase it. Like, I love it.
it's too hard to be doing bullshit.
Yep.
It's just too hard to be wasting your time with bullshit, wasting your time with an idiot, a manager who doesn't get back to your emails. Like, you know, it's too hard. So, you know, our job is like, we want to cut all that bullshit out and just focus on
I'm with you. I love it.
Great music. And our job is to just help get that music to people. And like, that's, if we can do that and they are doing great music, everybody's going to win.
The amount of times that I've been, like, you got me thinking, man, because like, I love, either I'm really deluded or I am chasing something that's definitely going to blow the fuck up. And I've been doing this since I was, first time I got my taste was Destiny's Child. Got to open for Destiny's Child in New Zealand. 15, 16. And I've been doing this for 20 something years, chasing it. And I've still never quite got there. I've always got people in the door. And like some of my stuff that's been taken, blatantly taken, and gone number one, I've questioned my shit. Like, am I actually any good? And then that song's gone big. And you're like, oh, maybe I am pretty good. But I'm still scrubbing floors at a cafe and working 2 other jobs at the same bloody time. And the industry has this way of trying to make you feel stupid, that you won't understand. And so it makes you believe that you need to have all these, and like back to you saying, all these entities around you, manager and agents, all these people who are just a lot of the time just standing around drinking fucking cold brew and trying to look important. Just to say, I work in the music industry. But what do? I work in the music industry. I'm the guy that does I do the tea.
Yeah. You know? I gave a quinoa bowl to Ed Sheeran. You're like, what? All right, dude. Like,
but you have to realize those people that, you know, those big people or whatever that were around you, they're not there anymore.
No, they're not. And
because the industry has changed, and they never changed.
I'm walking the street, bump into the guy. How's it going? He's like, oh, I'm going to the Grammys. Like, oh, okay. That's cool. Congratulations. I don't know him for a while. I'm really happy for him. And we invite him to our house for dinner to celebrate for him because no one else did anything for him. So I wanted to make him feel like this is his moment and he appreciates it. And it didn't say thanks for introducing me. Didn't say thanks for getting me in that room. In fact, he didn't even turn up for dinner.
Yeah.
And messaged me and said, I'm not important anymore because I'm at the bottom.
Yeah.
And I got there a lot. Motherfucker forgets he still lives in his mum's basement. Motherfucker forgets that, you know, he couldn't fucking, doesn't know how to run a business at all. And this thing that you're entering is a business. And you don't understand that. Motherfucker took every advancement that he could get from every fucking publisher, thinking, oh, I'll just spend it. Dickhead, they're going to recoup it on the fucking songs you wrote, you dumb
And then he turns around and like, why am I getting screwed over?
Yeah, and he came and asked me for advice. And I was like, oh, see, what happened is you went into the label with a jar of Vaseline and then just bent over and they said, thanks. You know? And he didn't get this analogy. And he said, maybe they didn't even use Vaseline, motherfucker. You know? And there's a lot of that, and that's desperation. And you talk about people shitting them, and I'll openly talk about this one because I'm yet to catch up with him again. Charlie Sloft, you fat piece of shit.
Charlie Sloft.
Yeah, took my song on radio. Yeah. We had 7,400 pre-orders of the single, which is a lot for an independent artist. And pre-orders can be cancelled. People don't know this. But this shit could be cancelled. And because the industry didn't like a certain individual in the industry who I think is being called out now, it was on some files apparently, didn't like what I had said and what deal I declined of theirs, they decided I was blacklisted. That's what they decided. I didn't decide that. So you don't get any say. So one of their people they looked after was Charlie Sloft. And Charlie Sloft took my song on radio and talked about it, saying he played it terribly. First, he fucked with the song.
Yeah, like everything was like if you listen to,
it's like someone put it in a can.
It was in a tin. Like, if you listen to what that was and the actual song, it's just like completely different things.
And then said the music career would die like my brother.
Yeah.
And Charlie knows how to blow bubbles. That's all I know.
Yeah, it was just
Hey, Charlie. And but what I learned from that is like I lost all my pre-orders. A lot of them disappeared because his opinion mattered apparently, and that's what. Then the depressing part about that was what I learned is, when people are threatened that their bullshit's going to be exposed, they'll do anything to protect it.
Yeah.
And then they have the sheep audience that follow those people who will do anything they say. And then I learned that, okay, so the power, it belongs to the person who builds their own brand. And that was like when I discovered, like, okay, what I need to do is I'm good at talking to people. I love music. I know how to write a hit. That I do know how to do. I just need to get my confidence up and work out who I am as an individual. So let's do a side business. And we started the coffee business, and that blew the fuck up, $1 million a year business. And we were able to support ourselves, and I had leverage then. And then the universe wasn't done with me and wanted me to lose that. We lost everything. And starting again this time around is different because I started again with knowledge, and this is the most wonderfulest thing, I think, to start again with knowledge, but also understand the power of personal branding. And I think it was Jelly Roll for me that really sold it to me. I don't know if you know his story much, but he kind of talks quite how you're talking right now about how the industry works, and I love it. And he's put the next wave of things that are happening, I think. And when I saw him at 40 years old win Best New Artist, we've changed. The industry's changed. It doesn't care how old you are. It cares how good you are. It wants a good song, wants a good story. And I know why I didn't work in England. England didn't want my story. America does. Yeah. And that's where I belong. And this is why we decided to come back here, start again. And it was daunting as fuck starting again with 5 children. Because you're the sole provider, but what's for dinner, Dad? Same thing yesterday. And baked beans on toast kits. No, but I have built my own support thing, and I think I was when I went to South by Southwest in Australia, which is a bit I went South by Southwest in Austin. That's the real South by Southwest, by the way. I think fucking incredible. I met so many good people. Austin is a vibe, man. I love Austin.
Austin's a vibe. I was supposed to go to that, by the way, but I was so burnt out on travel, dude. I was like, I can't. I was supposed to give a talk about the new middle class of music. Literally an idea I pitched, and I was just like, I can't. I was so toast. Yeah, dude. I'm gonna try to do a little. Yeah. What's that? Oh, yeah, bro. That's true. I'm definitely gonna be doing a lot more. At this point, I'm gonna go and do as anybody who gives me a fucking microphone. Not even to push.
You're on our show there as well. We're doing it in person because we're gonna have we're setting up show there, and we're actually doing we're interviewing everybody because they're all in town. Why fucking not? Why fucking not? They're there. So we're going to the people, and I made so many good contacts in that. But then the one in your talk was basically common sense, and I got excited by what you're saying. And then I looked up Catch Buzz Management, and your whole concept of your business is beautiful, so simple, but just needed. It's just needed, and your statistics do speak for themselves. You speak for yourself, and I think the reason why I would resonate with you is because you're honest. You're honest in how you carry yourself. You're honest how you speak. You're honest how you do business. And I think there's a lot of room for people like that in today's world. We're only told that we're only told about the winners. We're not told about the people that are climbing up. And I think in the next 5 years' time, between now and the next 5 years' time, you're a major player in this game, 100%. And I'll say 10 and Jade's probably one of the biggest bands in the world by then.
Yeah.
Easy. But
I hope so, man. We're just trying to focus on dude, we're just trying to go in every day and just focus on if we can deliver good shit for our artists, help get their music out. Whatever happens, but we're trying to
what's your why?
What's that?
Do you have a why? What's your why?
Dude, my why is I think music is the greatest thing ever. I think live music is the greatest thing ever. I think is the most uniting thing. I think it's the most powerful drug on earth. It connects people who have no business ever connecting. It shares stories. It's the most human thing ever. And I also think like so I did a lot in hospitality, and what I saw with really great hospitality companies was when they showed up as a waiter, as a busboy, they had such pride in creating an experience for people and creating a passion for just like, we're going to do the best busboying ever. We're going to do the best bartending ever. Sick. And people who are going out and spending their money, dude, like, do you know how it means the seeing people at a show and being like they want to spend their money, and even more importantly than their money, their time. Time is like such an honor. It is such an honor to be able to provide them with, maybe they're going through a hard time in their personal life, maybe work sucks, maybe they're like depressed, but for that moment they're not thinking about any of that. So like, to me, like, being able to do that is, if I can do that and provide that joy to people, I'm good. So if money comes because of that, like, that's awesome. But I don't know. I think that's even more, like, that is more important than anything else.
I think I agree. I also think it's I always resort to music as, it made me think of a different world that I could be in. And I only have my stories of my childhood are not always beautiful. So like, but they are beautiful when I think of music. So the surroundings can be horrible, but I'd close my eyes and I was somewhere else. And that's what music was, my escape, 100%. And nothing did that for me other than music. And I've never taken drugs in my life. And I mean, coffee is my drug. I fucking love that shit. But people who do take drugs, and I listen to them talk, they are describing a drug, which is music to me as well. That's what music feels like, that exact same feeling. And being able to actually create and give other people an experience, to me, drives the shit out of me. And just knowing that maybe there's someone out there who's like me, who's unsure whether they belong and unsure whether they can have anything. And I'm here to tell you, fuck that. You can have whatever the fuck you want. And if you're willing to show up, put the work in, take accountability, you can be fucking anything. And that's what America and music taught me. Like, American music always made me feel like there's 0.1% chance. That's all I need to win. That's all I need to win. Yeah. I don't need anything else. You can have the other 99.99999. I need that little crumb, and I can bake a whole fucking cake, bitch. You know what I mean? And that's the whole fucking mindset that got me fired up. I remember I was 10. I woke up from coma, and machines happening all around me. A nurse was reading like a board of what had happened to me, and I'm like, I just come to. My mum came into the room. I remember this so damn clear. I didn't know who my mum was. Memory gone. Didn't know who my dad was. Probably still don't to this day. And I didn't know anything. They asked me what I did remember. I said Michael Jackson. I said Tupac. I said Guns N' Roses. And I'd only heard them once or twice in my life at that age, because we didn't have access to this stuff. And then I was told by a specialist I would never walk again. I was told, you're going to basically, because doctors in New Zealand have no filter, it's just straight, you're going to be a vegetable. Oh, gee, thanks, breaking the good news. You know, and you're going to be paralyzed. And you're not going to use one side of your brain because it's so badly damaged. My favorite moment was I listened to tons and tons of like Michael Jackson, and I remember the song Scream being a big part of me wanting to walk. And I put like my Nana, bless her, love her to pieces. She was my best friend. She bought me a Sony Walkman, which I didn't realize was going to change my life. And I had put the headphones on Scream, And I got out of my fucking bed and I walked on down to this doctor's room, which was a few bit down in the hallway, and I knocked on his door and he opened the door and said, yes. And he spun on his chair and he fell straight off his fucking chair and asked how I got there. I was like, oh, you mean these things here? And lifted my legs up. Like, I kind of just fucking used them to walk down here to get me a Pepsi. And I'm like, don't worry about me though. I'm a vegetable. Yeah. That was at like 11, 10-ish that I had that sense of humor and that personality.
Yeah.
Purely because of music and purely because of the American dream. And that's my why is to impress that boy. Then it's like, it's possible.
Yeah.
You know, it's gone loud on the headphones. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can
Can you hear a hissy noise? It's just us. That's good. It's just us.
It's just us.
Yeah, it's only us. We always had the same problem with this thing. I don't know.
But yeah, no, the same with what was it, film and everything for me was because at first I wanted to be an actress. And it's only because I was the quietest person. Like, I'd never really talked. I was such an introvert. And I used to stutter when I was younger. So it's just like a really bad stutter. Only because I grew up in a Caribbean family, so I never got a word in edgeways. So I was always trying to get into a conversation. And I still feel like I do that sometimes still now. But just being on stage, I remember going on stage for the first time, and this was when I wrote a play when I was in like primary school. I can't remember how old I was. I think I was like 8 or 9.
8?
No, 9. 9. I wrote my first screenplay. Well, for.
I made a sandwich at 8.
and I remember I got everybody. You know, we put it together and performed it as our, you know, we had our annual play that we performed to parents. And I remember being on the stage and I was like, I love this feeling. Like, and I loved bossing people around.
Still fucking do.
Like, but they listened to me. Like, I didn't have to get my word in edgeways because I had the product.
No, because they feared you.
But it's the same, like but I loved that feeling, and I remember capturing that feeling. I want this, and I've always been trying to replicate that feeling. You
say that you wrote 5 movies in like 2 months.
Yeah, but
five.
I love writing, but I feel like it kind of feeds that introvert of me that it's just like, they're mine.
Yeah, but they're not good just being yours. You got to share them. Come on.
Me and my plays. Me and my screenplays.
That's like the way. I mean, it's like with a lot of creatives too. It's like, you know, it's so funny. Like,
I'm responsible for this. I know
you know,
being
an introvert, like you said, or even it's like, but when you're being creative, you're like, dude, I'm the most extrovert. Like about this, I'm the most extrovert. You know, and it's sick because it's a lot of artists, you know, who I work with. They're introverted a lot of the times, but dude, when you're watching them like rock the fuck out on the stage, dude, do not tell me they don't own the room. Like that is
100.
like watching my clients do that is the coolest shit ever. It's like when you're watching your buddy, like, you know, one of my buddies was a big, you know, athlete, and just watching your boy just like dominate. You're like,
sick.
That's my fucking boy, dude. Let's go. and so I just get very stoked on watching them like be awesome at the thing they're awesome at, and it's and then they go off stage and they're like, yeah, that was pretty sick. I'm like, bro, that was fucking dope.
Because I think you get a slice of their brain, you know what I mean? Like, because introverts are so like like this is our world and it stays here, and then when you have music or art or film or anything else, it's just like they put like this little doorway and they just open it a little bit when they make a film, and then just come inside. Let's see my world.
That's the beauty of it though. Like that's like, I think that's the coolest stuff. And I'm pretty extroverted. So, and I'm also not talented at any of that stuff. So I just am like, yo, I don't know.
I've seen your Jerry Springer.
I mean, I can't write a song or sing.
No, but you can come back
can
with some
talk
funny
shit.
shit. That was the
I can
funniest.
talk
That
shit,
Jerry
dude.
Springer clip made me laugh so hard. So hard. I was just like, oh my God, this guy was fire. This guy's
Dude,
fire.
that whole thing, dude. I was 17. It was senior skip day, and me and my buddies got absolutely wasted on Poland Spring.
No shit, you look blasted.
On fucking Poland Spring bottles. And then we snuck it into Jerry Springer. We had to use fake IDs to get in because it was 18 and up.
Oh wow.
And straight up, dude, it was the wildest shit ever. And the whole time I was like ready to roast these dudes. And they started handing out the mic, and I was like, dude, I'm ready to. I was like,
Pick me.
yeah, dude. But yeah, dude, like it was like, yeah, we just went to Jerry Springer, and I grew up in like the New York metro area, and like, dude, it's the New York metro area is like the like murderer's row of like shit talkers, dude. You got like the Italians, you got the Puerto Ricans, the Dominicans, like the black dudes, like everybody there zings, dude. Like it's just every group there is like killers of zinging. So like
I love it.
In the audience, dude, it was like one guy who's like just roasting, then the next guy like just roasting, and it's like I think like nobody like taught like, dude, the Northeast, it's like, dude, the weather sucks, we're pissed off a lot, and like yeah, we talk a lot of shit. So like, you know, it's fun in the Northeast, there's plenty of people who like talk way better shit than me. But yeah, dude, like that's like the Northeast though. Like, dude, you got the Irish dudes up in Boston, like they're talking shit. Like we don't have good weather, dude. So we just are like pissed.
Yeah, the comeback on that was the best, bro. Oh, Jesus. I couldn't believe it. I was like, because I looked at his page and that video was in the corner, and I clicked on it and I went, oh my God, he's on Jerry Springer? This is the coolest thing.
Sorry.
That's the coolest thing.
Yeah.
I remember Jerry Springer. I only watched it for the fights.
Oh yeah.
Like,
Dude,
why do you
that show is like was every like 10 to 15-year-old just on a sick day would just like watch that.
I'd have a sick day to watch it.
That's why we're all so crazy, is we were like 10 years old watching that.
Yeah.
Jerry,
And there's some wild shit that happened on there. I was
Yeah.
like,
There'd be like episodes. The guy would come on and go, I've been sleeping with the neighbor. So have I. What?
It was wild.
And I'm going to tell you
and
something.
it's
The
crazy.
neighbor's my brother's best friend's cat's mate. What?
It's wild, dude.
but there's so many others that came off of that. And I was listening to, what was it? What's his name? Maury? M-A?
Maury Povich, dude.
Yeah. He was saying a wild story that he was like, this girl came on and she was pregnant. No, she gave birth to twins, and the guy didn't know if it was his or not because he found out that, like, you know, she cheated and blah, blah, blah. And then they found out that he was the father to one of the twins.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so it's a thing
I'm
where
just thinking about the men.
because
the fuck?
because fraternal twins. So it depends if that woman is very sexually active around the time.
Well, obviously she was very fucking sexually active.
Yeah. So you can have one half, one dad, and the other dad. Yeah. It's crazy.
Had enough. You go to your dad. Not
even
you. Go to that one. That's you.
he said he remembers opening it up and he's just like, is this possible? Like, and they're like,
100%. That's wild.
when that's so crazy that even Maury was like, bro, this is nuts.
like he had to check it.
Yeah. Even he's like blown away.
People,
The wild, not wildness. He's blown away.
literally, dude, like I watch people just beat the shit out of each other on TV every day. He's seen it all, and then he's like, dude, this even shocks me.
Yeah. Oh.
Hilarious. But were those stories always real in Jerry? Was it scripted, or I don't know?
Dude, there's like a documentary on Netflix that I thought was pretty sick about it. But
I didn't finish it.
Dude, I mean, bro, they would like booze people up before they went on and shit.
Yeah.
Dude, it was entertaining. I guess like here's, you know, with like a lot of these shows, it's like, yeah, dude, what did you think was happening? Do you think like there's like not, it's like, I get it. It's a little like gnarly, it's like that show on Netflix, what's it, the Love is Blind, and they were like, we're being treated. It's like, bro, you signed up for a reality TV show, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Man,
I'm sorry, you like, we're gonna booze you up and like make you do crazy shit. Like isn't that like, there's, what is it, like informed consent? Like, bro, if you're jumping out of an airplane, like there's a risk you're gonna die. Like if you're joining a reality show, there's
if you put your hand in a crocodile's mouth, it's definitely gonna bite and fuck her off, It's a super high chance.
Don't tell me you don't know, like 30 years after reality TV started, that you're like just finding out it's bad.
Yep. Some
people like to complain though, just for the sake of complaining.
Yeah, they're trying to get their money or whatever.
Come on, Karen, let it go. Come on, Karen.
Yeah, but also it's extra attention, like especially if after you come off Love is Blind or what have you, and then the light is dimming a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, shit on the thing that gave you that.
I mean, the only people I've seen really succeed from that would be Joe Rogan, because he ran X Factor for a bit.
But he was like the host.
Yeah.
He's that's why I know him from originally, because he was in like a TV show before the news radio. I watched it, but I didn't know it as well. But then I saw him on Rogan doing the X Factor. He was always the guy who was like getting them to eat random shit and do random things.
Yeah.
There's an episode where he almost got a fight because the guy slapped the girl. And I was like, please fight Rogan. Please fight Rogan. Rogan will knock you the fuck out. But yeah, he's a great story from that, I think, because he literally, most people who do the reality TV don't go on to much afterwards. I mean, he went on
they get stuck in that.
They get stuck in their route, and he got way the fuck out of it. Knew his route, and now look at him. His podcast and his comedy club, which I've been to, is fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, you've been to that comedy club?
I met quite a few people of the comedians and stuff there, and they were all really nice. I got invited to the green room, and they looked after me, and a lot of nice, good energy. It's probably like, I'm not just saying it because I like Rogan. Is probably one of the best clubs I've been to. And it was so well organized and so well run. And the security guys, all professional trained fighters, super nice.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You're gonna like be acting a fool, dude, when you can get like killed with a pinky finger.
Dude, these guys were just they look like they could fold you in a ball and roll you down the street, But they're so calm and so nice, and all the staff are nice. I left all my stuff there. I forgot my I was 2 drinks in, and I forgot my phone and a few other things. Went back, and it was all there. They handed it to me, and they looked after it for me, and they gave me a free T-shirt as well. Even though I bought a couple more after that, because I was like, oh, and there's a place around the corner that does Brogan's Burgers, and it's made from elk. Holy
elk.
shit, was it good?
Dude, you know what I think is so sick about like so he's one of the few comedians who have like actually done a club that is like with kind of the comedian's person, the comedian's POV in mind of like how a room should be designed, dude, it would be so sick if a musician did that with like a music venue.
Yes.
It's funny you said that. That's one of my moves.
Yeah.
That's literally one of my moves.
That's a great move.
So I look at Rogan's ecosystem, and no one's doing that in music. And I'm like, okay, this is why we started the show, because we wanted to be the husband and wife version of Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Like, not like him, but we're inspired by Joe Rogan. You could not. Yeah. Who's not? Like, anyone in podcast world is not. You can't say you're not.
No,
you were definitely inspired by Rogan. And that's actually a cool thing, to be inspired by how he's done his show. And look at his business, his map. It's $100 million a year fucking podcast show.
Yep.
And that's not including the sponsorship deals and various other things he'll make on top of that.
Yeah.
But he's so humble about it. He doesn't even tell anyone. He's just like, that's how it should be. Shut the fuck up and get the fuck on. And no one's doing that in music. I've seen it. And I'm like, okay, I'll do it. I'm cool. I'll do it. And I'll find the people who actually want to make it happen. And whatever country says, I'll take it. That's where I'll start it.
Yeah.
I'll probably put one in Austin, to be honest, because I love it.
Free agent. You're like, I'll go. Whatever team wants to sign it, let's go.
The thing is, like, not everyone's seen my vision for a long time, and I don't care. I just keep going until they see the vision. And people don't need to see my vision. I need to see my vision, because I'm the one driving the fucking ship. I need to make sure that I can see where I'm going. And that's the thing, where I'm just focused on just making a really, really cool product, being as honest as possible as I can, because I want people who enjoy my music and follow our story and watch our show to know that we're just being us. There's nothing else. There's no hidden agenda. There's no lies. There's no misinformation. I'm not interested in that because I've been around the music business who's offered me that my whole fucking time. And I don't want to offer that to people, you know?
Yeah.
I want to offer honesty. I just want to be honest. And I think, why can't honesty be cool as well? You know? So yeah, it's a good point you say that. Don't worry, we'll make that happen. There will be, and also think it was, yeah, also for the, there needs to be more network groups that, like, okay, Shortage House and Soho House are not a place I go to network. I wouldn't go to network. And no offense, they're not my kind of people. I
only joined for the pool, dude. I was like the pool and the spicy picante margaritas are phenomenal.
Yes.
Yes.
And I joined the Soho House, and I had like the under 27 membership, and I was like, to my company at the time, I was like, trust me, this is going to be like so good for networking and like all this sort of stuff. And then I would go there every summer Friday at 1 p.m., dude, and it would just be like babe models everywhere, and like my God,
everyone's so beautiful, you feel so ugly.
And I would just be like, wow, dude, I'm just like a absolute slob surrounded by all these. And I also, all my buddies were like, yeah, dude, that like must be sick. I'm like, bro, I'm just like, I would invite one of my buddies and we would just like drink margaritas and like talk Yankees baseball as like I'm just like around, just like not in the scene at all, dude.
That was me too. Like everyone was wanting to talk about like, so who do you work with? Who do you know? And I'll be like, I make music. What kind of car do you drive? Right on lawnmower.
Yeah.
You know, I just didn't relate to that because that's not what I am. Like, it's not who I am.
I was just going for the pool, dude, because there was a lot of that kind of conversation. And I'm just like, bro, like, come on, dude. Like, this pool is good. And like, these margaritas, like, also, like, we're not working right now.
Yeah. I'm a person that goes out like to those kind of things, and I'm always talking to either like a chef or a waiter or
same.
like I'll have a complete full conversation with people that are working on that night rather than the people that I'm
because I give a
with.
fuck for everyone else around me too. I want them to know they feel special too.
Yeah, but it's also like they
remember we went there for dinner and that waiter came over and we were talking to the waiter and she's like, do you know the only person in this whole place has actually spoken to us? I'm like, really?
Yeah.
Why? He's like, everyone else has been cunts to us. I'm like, oh, okay, well, you're a human being. I see you. You're a nice person.
And also they're usually they're usually on the come up. They're usually the person that's doing things.
Also, dude, they usually have like they are actually the wildest people to talk to.
Yep.
Because like you'll see all these people, bro, they'll tell you stuff that will like make your head like they're the most interesting people there. You're like talking
do you know
to
what that person was doing in the bathroom a minute ago?
Literally, and you're like, that's crazy. Or like this guy, he's like so put together, showed up here like 4 a.m. like foaming at the mouth. I'm like, this is why I come to these events.
I saw a celebrity who was there with some super hot girlfriend of his go into the bathroom. I won't say the celebrity's name. And fully making out with a guy in the bathroom. I walked in. I walked out, and then the next day I saw them on like TV talking about how great their relationship is, and I'm like, "Do you think your relationship's great? Do you really? Because I don't think your husband's into you. I just want to say that I know shit." Yeah. Is it the same policy as London where you can't have a phone, like you can't take photos and stuff?
Dude, yeah, but it's I never knew what was going on when I was there. I was like, I don't understand this place at all. I want to cut out all the middlemen between the artist and the music and the fans. And so I will do whatever wherever I see that being the most impactful way to do it. So if I see that through live events, we're going to double down on live events. We're going to be, if I see that in other areas, it's going to be that. But at the end of the day, the mission is just cut out all the middlemen between the artist and the fan and have an actual direct connection. So if I can do that every day, I'm sure it will be good in 5 years.
Absolutely. What about, like, do you feel like the drive for live is coming back bigger? Because, I mean, there has been talks, well, not talks, is in fact a lot of big artists not selling out the shows anymore. A good one recently is, I'm not a crazy fan of Machine Gun Kelly, but he did a show in New Zealand and half the seats were empty. And the same in Australia. And Jelly Roll, cancelled his own leg, and various other legs, because, like, it's people are just not appreciating to go to the show and show up. And, like, that's like another thing, like, the biggest challenge right now is bars are facing is not many people are drinking as much now.
It's all healthy.
Or health, but also, too, I think a lot of the next gen are afraid of having a crazy loose time because everyone's got a fucking phone that can film and that can upload and embarrass you. Whereas when I was like 18, 17, I didn't give a fuck. I was using McDonald's trays as skateboards. This is a fact. Used to tie behind a suspension on the fucking car of it. I was like doing all sorts of wild. You know the cool thing? If you actually had a front wheel drive car, you put 2 McDonald's trays on the back wheels and you pull the handbrake up, and what have you got? A giant fucking ice skate. Fucking awesome fun.
Hospital.
Yeah, everyone's going to be trying this right now, and I'm responsible for McDonald's trays. Don't try it. It's fun.
Bro, you know how expensive a fucking to go to a hospital is here, dude?
Really? I don't know.
Exactly.
Free medical care over here, but I'm all good. That's the one thing about the States. It should be free. It should be free.
You're not doing those stunts, dude, when it's $4,000 for the ambulance to look at you.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, we're just like, shoot me now.
Dude, you better make sure you're fucking sick at that tray game, dude. Otherwise, you're about to be in lifelong debt, dude. But yo, on the blue, dude, they call about the ticket sales. This is something that everybody in the music industry is missing, and it's because of ego, and it's because of people not knowing how business works. They have, after Taylor Swift Eras Tour, it was Taylor Swift Eras Tour happening with the return of live music post-COVID. So there was and you had a lot of money in the economy from stimulus packages, all this sort of stuff. And the economy seemed like it was pumping. But essentially, you had Taylor Swift Eras Tour. Now every artist is now thinking, all these big artists are like, I'm going to do an arena tour, or I'm going to do. Not every artist is an arena artist. And the artists and the managers or the booking agents are under this impression that their business corresponds to that. Not every business is McDonald's. Taylor Swift is like McDonald's in this sense. Yeah. And so now you have all these artists who are now being like, we're going to do arenas. And then that's bad strategic operations from the artist and their team. And then you have that marrying with very, very external economic forces. So when you have a bunch of people who have disposable income, they're going to be more open to eating fees, having tickets that are very expensive because they have the extra money. And so as the economy here and inflation and all that sort of stuff, you have the people's buying power is going down. So, but you're still charging what you were charging out of the gate post-COVID. So actually, if anything, the prices are going up because now the operational costs of an arena tour are going up.
Of course.
So you have artists and their teams making bad strategic decisions on the venues that they're playing. You have and then rising costs associated with that. Then you have the ticket monopolies, Live Nation, AEG, and they have to get their nut as well. So now that, they have to their service fees, their transaction fees, their dynamic pricing. So now you have that driving the prices up because, if you're now doing an arena tour where there's way more production, now you're going to have to charge more. And these artists are not worth that ticket price. And it's not because I don't think they're great artists. It's just their business doesn't scale like that. And then you have the external of the economy, and people are being very picky and choosy about what they can't go to everything. They can't spend $300 to go see like 5 arena acts who aren't arena acts.
Yeah.
It's supply and demand.
Yeah.
And so artists are making bad decisions. It has nothing to do with people don't want to see shows. Like, we are selling artists that nobody's ever heard of selling $200, $300 tickets for a show on a Wednesday or Thursday night. It's not that. You have to make it affordable, but you need to make as an artist, as a team, you need to make like realistic, sober decisions about where you're playing. Like, I would love my bands that I represent to play at Madison Square Garden, but like the economics don't match that being a good business decision.
Yeah.
So a lot of these people in the music industry are refusing to acknowledge that they have made bad decisions, and they are pushing it on to the fan, and they're saying the fan doesn't want to go see it. The fan doesn't, they're not drinking as much. I'm not seeing that. I'm actually seeing the opposite.
Wow.
And it's because of bad business decision making. And when your bad decisions compound, and bad decisions, when they compound, it doesn't leave you wiggle room to deal with external forces like an economy being bad or inflation. So the blue dot fever is because of greed. It's not because it's because of greed and ego. It's not because of fans don't want to see shit. They want to go see, I want to go see Dave Matthews Band has priced his tickets as $49 for 30 years.
$49.
The tickets don't go up. It's $49 to get in the door at most of his shows to go see.
Holy shit.
As long as it's not like a smaller venue.
Yeah.
To go sit on the lawn. Because he is smart. He's like, my music is accessible.
It's a theory that
People
I believe in.
will want-
It's called forever money. So you charge someone a fee that is overpriced. They buy once, then come back. You charge them a fee that is a fee that they can afford. They tell 10 of their friends how great it was and it was affordable. Now you got forever money.
And that's the thing. We don't have very many gatekeepers on the artists that we work with and their fans. So we don't have to charge so much to get people into a show. We know our artists are great. And when they do a show, why wouldn't you go tell a friend you had an awesome time at the show for $20 and now you're going to bring 4 friends? And rather than people feeling like, because people have to spend, and this is the thing that these people in the music business are so disillusioned at the top. So they're going to spend $200 for the ticket. They're going to have to spend for the dinner to go out. That's $150.
Yeah.
They're going to have to go spend maybe a babysitter. Like, you guys go to a show, you maybe get a babysitter. If you have young kids, that's a lot of money. Then the Uber home, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And they are so in their own ass that they are just like, no, they'll pay $300. And then they get mad at the fan being like, we're not selling any tickets. Like, you didn't look at you didn't look at anything. You just made this price up and said, we're playing at fucking Giants Stadium. So that's the real issue with the blue dot fever, because the fans and the value is not there. You can't charge $300 for everybody.
Would you say, you gave me an idea. I don't know why my brain is kicked in. Would you say there's room for a subscription-based concert ticket?
Yeah, so actually, dude, there's a really cool venue in Lowell, Massachusetts called Taffeta Music Hall. It's an independent venue, and they are doing they're a small independent venue, dude. They're doing like season passes, dude.
Yep,
And
that's genius.
Yeah, it's great. And even for one of the artists that I worked with, King Coyote, for our fans, dude, we have a lot of fans who go to multiple shows. I go to multiple shows with Dave Matthews Band, and we were thinking like, what would be really cool for a fan? And where
I've got something to tell you when we finish this show. I've got a business plan.
Yeah,
I've got something to tell you that you'll love.
A season pass for our artists. You spend $300, you can you're on the guest list for every show anywhere we do.
Fuck yeah.
And that is really like, that as a fan, that's fan value. Dude.
100.
Yeah.
Like, we're not trying to take their fucking money, dude. We're trying to like give them something that they like want.
Yes.
And so there are all these solutions, by the way. But, you know, hey, I guess what do I know? You know, I guess keep selling out half-empty arenas and canceling the thing.
It's kind of like
dude,
being
I
Netflix
know.
and charging a rate but having nothing to watch. People won't stay. They'll fuck off.
Yeah.
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 You need to have content all the time. Something for them to feel like I got my money's
Yeah,
worth.
and
I
people-
spent
yeah,
$20,
people want
whatever it
their
is, and I got something.
Yeah.
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 That's simple. And it's the bit rather than try and make the one-time money, why don't you focus on making the forever money and building a fan, period. Like the reason why I bought CDs was to read the artwork and everything because they put all the time into it. And then that made me want to see them live and buy the merch and feel like a part of the ecosystem because I felt like their message rang with me. It made me, it sit with me. And that if someone gives a shit for you, they invest in you. They invest in you. So yeah, I think I agree. I think that I'm excited to hear that live show's not dead because I'm like, I don't know. It's sometimes people reporting so much bullshit you don't even know.
And also, dude, on the non-drinking, you know, that is certainly a true thing, but also this whole idea that we just like put our hands up and go, not drinking anymore. So I guess there's nothing.
Pivot, make a non-alcoholic bar.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You are seeing some really good in hospitality, dude. Some really cool things happening in the NA space. Like I'm actually consulting on an NA brand. It's like we have to innovate. Like it's not going to be the same forever.
Yeah,
so it's you know, I think people in the music industry, because they're so insulated, they aren't even having the curiosity to see what anybody else is doing.
Yep.
So they're just going to go bitch and moan, and I guess, you know, you get what you get.
There are
I mean,
some people that are getting it, though, now. I've seen some shit that I've looked at, and I'm like, okay, this could be exciting. And, I mean, like, you nailed it the other day. If someone from the corporate world steps into this, they'll fucking murder. They'll murder all day long. So let's say someone's ran like Kia Motors. They know how to build cars. And they go, do you know what? I think I'm going to run a label. You're all fucked. You're all fucked. This guy is taking everything. You're all fucked.
We should honestly embrace it. I think a lot of artists have an issue embracing that. And I understand because there are people from the traditional business world who are also bad. But in the traditional business world, there is a lot more ability in the free market to have accountability because there's more options.
Yes.
There's more options. Like in music, it's so gatekept, there's not that many options. So like you're just forced. And I will go to this example, like it's not the practice, like corporate and strong business structure as a whole is not inherently bad. When you do bad things with that structure, that's bad.
Bad, yeah.
And I think a lot of artists are like, well, capital is bad and, you know, like that's greedy. And it's like, it depends on what you do with it. If you have some brilliant mind from Kia Motors who loves music and he wants to help people, like if he's going to use those strategies to do that, I think that's great.
Yep.
And I think that's good for the music industry and good for artists.
Yep.
So I mean, bro, that's where I gotta bounce because I'm now getting a call that I need to do.
You need to take good care of. I understand. Bro, pleasure having you on the show. You're an amazing person. And
Likewise, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, and go the Knicks.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
You enjoyed that?
Yeah.
It's probably my favorite talk so far. All right. I'm Warner.
And this is Sam.
And this has been the Warner and Sam Show. Laters.
This show was human-made, the way it should be.
The Warner
and Sam Show.